Alright, hello guys, Diehl Games here, and I'm hoping you enjoyed that. That is going to be a new little intro that I'll be using occasionally, maybe all the time on the Deals Gap server. We'll see what you think of it. I'm not sure if that's going to have music or not, because I haven't done any of the editing on it yet, but I'm hoping you find that a little bit interesting. It's kind of a fun thing to record. If anybody wants to know how to do that, I can definitely make a tutorial, but it's very simple editing. I'm sure you could probably figure it out on your own. What I want to do today is go ahead and head over to the end, fix up my tools, transfer some of the stuff that we have over at our main mansion house over to the new base, which is looking pretty sweet. I like it quite a bit. I'm not sure what I'm gonna call it. Oh god, come on, Reed, use your words. I'm not sure what I'm gonna call it. I think it might be called the sea turtle, because honestly, it looks like a sea turtle with its fin thingies spread out to the sides. Except sea turtles usually don't have fountains in their backs. That's not usually a feature that they come equipped with. But, yeah, it looks fairly sea turtle-ish. I don't know. Sea turtles don't also have gigantic brown tongues, but I guess that's a fairly fitting name. And I wanted to talk a little bit about, or a little bit in this episode about some of the new stuff that you're going to be seeing on my channel. There's obviously going to be less Minecraft for a while and more Black Ops, because I'm very into the Call of Duty series. And I've been anticipating Black Ops for a long time. I think it's going to be a very, very good game. From what I've played of it so far in the multiplayer, I really enjoyed it. Though it's quite hard to get gameplays right now, simply because there are a lot of pros in the servers, and I have to wait for everything to cool down before I can really get some good games out to you guys. It's hard to play the objective when you're playing with good players. And the reason there are so many good players right now is because usually good players are the only ones who pre-order the game. Why would a bad player pre-order the game when they could just go pick it up the next day? They don't really care about the bonuses that much, so, you know, why would they? I need some chicken. Do we have chicken here? I do, but it's not cooked. So what I will do is I will take these cookies to the end. You gotta die. What are you doing? You haxing chicken? Haxing in the sun? He's just warping all the way through there. Why do I have those? Oh, yeah, I guess I enchanted some other diamond armor. Anyway, let's see. Probably should have dropped a lot of this stuff off at the house, or at the base, but I didn't think about it. Oh well, doesn't matter that much. Food. Gotta get all this crap put away. Quite a few mob drops. Here we go. Tool. And there we go, there's that. Probably don't really need to bring the bow with me, I'm just gonna put that in there. Okay, and that should do us. We've got all of our diamonds with us. I'm just going to go get some levels. You know, we may be able to enchant at least one thing already, but I'll go ahead and wait to do it in the end. To get there, all we have to do is go through the portal, and Scray has set up a nice little area for us to travel through. That was very nice of him. I haven't really done any collaborative work with Scray, though I'd really like to. I'd like to show you guys his base. That's something that I'd really like to do. He's a cool guy. He works, or he used to work rather, I think he still may, I'm not sure, with a guy by the name of Redstone Nightmare, who was introduced to me by a sub. So I contacted Redstone Nightmare a long time ago about getting him into the server. Let's see, where are these totems? There we go. About getting him into the server, and I invited Scray as well, and Scray stuck around. He left the server for quite a long time, but now he's back, which is cool. He's a cool guy to have around, and he's definitely an excellent builder. I'd like to have Redstone Nightmare as well, but he seems like he's got quite a few series going. For a while there, I was more popular than he was, so I think he may have just been trying to gain some extra subscribers, but he seems to be doing very well now, so, you know, glad to see him succeed. I don't want to just, like, make him drop all of his other projects to come on the server. That would be rude. Alright, here we are. I believe this takes us directly into the end, which is so much quicker than traveling by boat, just exponentially quicker. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was quite a bit faster. What I was doing before was just so slow. I don't even know. I don't know why I didn't choose that way earlier, but I guess I'm just dumb. Alright, let's eat some cookies. Get over there. Let's see, what do I want to talk about? Black Ops 2 streaming. That's a cool feature. I'm not quite sure how it works yet, but I've heard that Black Ops 2 has the ability to stream directly to YouTube. Now, I'm not sure if they mean by stream, like you can upload directly to YouTube from there, from theater mode, or if you can actually stream your gameplay as you're going through the lobby. which I think would be a lot cooler, just because you can interact with your subs a lot more, do real live streams. It just seems like that would be probably a lot more exciting than just uploading from theater mode, which I think they had before. It just didn't work very well. So let's kill that a little bit. But I'm hoping it'll be a nice feature to have, and I'm hoping it'll allow me to upload a lot of good, high-quality HD content from Black Ops 2, because that would be awesome. That would make my job so much easier. You guys all know I don't have a PVR. I have an easy cap capture card, which is pretty terrible. Though it is good for the money. You know, if you need an easy solution to capture some low-def video, then an easy cap is definitely the way to go, considering I got it for $8. But it is definitely nowhere close to the quality of a PVR. So if you're looking to actually record your gameplay in HD, you need a PVR or this Black Ops streaming feature. I don't believe it's even up yet, even though the servers are down right now as I'm recording this video. I think while they were up, the feature wasn't available because I wasn't seeing people posting from it. And also on the status page, callofduty.com or whatever it is, the servers are on DEFCON 3 out of 5, so they're not at full capacity yet. They're not working like they should be completely yet, which is understandable considering it's a new release, and it's also the most popular game probably of all time. So it's definitely makes sense that the servers are down. Got to give them some credit for that. I'm hoping they'll be back up soon, and I'm hoping I will be able to play tomorrow. Get some games for you guys. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and repair Vulcan's pick. I've had this pick for quite a while. I'm very happy with it. Let's see. Too expensive. 37. Okay. So, let's go ahead and do that first. Put these in there. I have a lot of ender pearls in my chest. I just sort of claim that chest as my own. I never really put a sign on it or anything. I just throw my crap in there while I'm here. That's what I do. I'm invasive. I'm an invasive reed. Okay, I also wanted to go ahead and talk about the quality of content that I've been putting up on my channel. And I've been watching the Minecrackers recently. Probably the most influential to me are MC Gamer and Zisto, because they put up good, funny, high-quality content where they're always talking about a specific topic. They're always playing their ideas out in their head, and they're always planning ahead as far as the episodes go. They do a very good job with that, and I don't know how Zisto does some of the stuff that he does because it's absolutely crazy. Like, for example, he had a recent prank video, and he had a sentence that he wanted to say at the beginning of the video. So it was a fairly long sentence, and what he did was he said like a few words of that sentence in each of his previous 25 videos. So he included a part of that sentence in 25 videos. That's pretty sweet. I guess it's not really a sentence, it's more like a speech. Let's see, how much is this going to cost me? Another 37? Yep. Alright, I think I'll go ahead and enchant it to full capacity. I'll do the same with my shovel. My sword is still holding out quite well. What do you have? Sharpness 3, looting 3. That's a good sword, so I may go ahead and up that to sharpness 4. I think that would be good, just so I can maybe get a one-hit kill on some more stuff. I have quite a few good swords. Vulcan's pickaxe is amazing, so I want to have that for as long as possible. But I love the new enchanting feature. It definitely makes things easier. It's made the game quite a bit easier as well, which I think is starting to balance things out because they're adding some harder stuff, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think this game should really be harder than it has been when you're in hard difficulty or in survival mode, because frankly in like 1.2 and earlier it was freaking easy. This game was so incredibly easy. It was sort of ridiculous to even play in survival mode. Like, I felt like about 98% of the time all my deaths, oh god, come on, Reed, learn how to speak English. Speak English, boy. I'm talking to myself like I'm a dog now. But I felt like 98% of my deaths, let's get that word right this time, were from just falling into lava at level 12. They weren't actually from mob death or anything like that, because mobs, they couldn't kill you. If you were wearing maybe a few pieces of iron armor, then you were good. That's all it really came down to. They didn't do much damage. I think they still don't really do very much damage. Skeletons right now are overpowered. They need to nerf those, but other than that, I think the mobs are fairly balanced right now. They're working rather well. I do see a few bugs with mobs here and there, which need to be fixed. Like, sometimes they'll get into the floor, which is kind of strange, and then they start, like, bobbing their heads out, which is really weird, especially when it's a spider. and it's just rising out of the ground every so often. It's like a tidal wave coming in or something. Or not really a tidal wave. I don't know. Maybe a transverse wave. I almost went German there and said transverse wave. A transverse wave coming through. Let's see if I can try to say that in the German accent. A transverse? No, that's horrible. That is garbage. Sorry, Germans. I don't think I have anybody from Germany in the audience. I have quite a few Russians, which is weird. But that's what my analytics say, at least. Alright, and I wanted to point out to you guys that my view average is dropping. I have an average of like 880 views a day or something like that. So if you guys could go ahead and just tell your friends about my videos and the sort of stuff that I put out, maybe they'll go ahead and check out my channel. You know, I've said this in the past, like if you're just at lunch talking with your friends about Minecraft, maybe you could tell them about me. You know, write down the channel on a piece of paper so that they remember it. Because Diehl, I can understand how people would misspell that, especially the Diehl's Gap server. You know, people may not even understand what that means. But if you could go ahead and do that, that would be awesome. You can tell me that you've recruited people. That'll definitely put you up in my book. Maybe I could do some sort of program where if you told enough people about the channel and they went ahead and subscribed, I could go ahead and add you on the server. Because we definitely have quite a bit of room. I feel like the recording rule isn't being as forced or as enforced. God, I can't speak. Isn't being as forced. Take a breather. I feel like the recording once a week rule has not been enforced as much as it used to be, in that a lot of people aren't really recording, and that isn't bothering me so much because I know we have a relatively small community of people who are recording and drawing traffic to the server, which I think is pretty much plenty. You don't need that many people recording. And they don't have recording as a requirement on the Minecraft server either, so why should I have it here? The idea is to network, but I don't want to have people forced to record when they don't want to, because that decreases the quality of their content. It makes them look worse to their viewers, and I don't want that happening. So I want people to be able to record on their schedules when they want to, which is pretty much what I do, except I just like to record fairly often on the server. You guys all know there was that period where I was sort of burnt out on the Diehl's Gap server, and I wasn't really doing it. And I can understand how that would happen to other people as well. So I feel like if I went ahead and made people record, it would be sort of hypocritical. Okay, let's go ahead and check these guys out. What is this going to cost me? Probably 20 or 37 as well. No, that's not good. 30. Okay, and let's see. I wanted to go ahead and add sharpness 4 to my sword. So let's see if I can actually do that. Do I have just a crappy sharpness 4 sword that I can use? Doesn't look like it. Sharpness 4, knockback 2. That would give it to me. Let's see. Does that actually work, though? I bet it's going to say, yep, too expensive. Okay, so I don't think that's going to work. I may have to, like, break the tools down a little bit before that would work. And I don't really understand why that is, but I guess it's something you got to deal with. Okay, we'll go ahead and do that. Put these guys back up here. We have a lot of ender pearls. Let me go ahead and toss some of these. Where was I? Oh, yeah, getting into the Diehl's Gap server. So, basically, I might start accepting all people, even if they can't record. The thing is, I still want to have people who are actually good at the game and can make nice structures that look cool and add something to the server. I don't want people who are just there to screw around and screw other people's stuff up, waste other people's time. I want people who can interact well with the community. There's Brandon. Alright. Let's go ahead and go back down here. Let's see, what else do I need to talk about? Perhaps more collaborative work, because I know as of recently, I've been doing a lot of videos on the server, and I've been doing a lot of my single player, but I haven't really been meeting the goal of the server, which is to interact with other people, share traffic, share subscribers, get the other person more subscribers. Sounding like a subscriber grubber now, which I'm really not. It's up to you whether you want to subscribe or not. But to share that traffic, share ad views, get people to like the other person. I feel like I should do more networking with people on the server, because I've really only done that with a few people. Like, I know I do that with Brandon. I've started doing it a little more with T. and I think T is definitely a good person to work with. I want to do more with Waffle King because he's pretty funny. Just while we were killing the Wither the other day, he made some pretty hilarious jokes. I thought he was really funny. And let's see, who else? We've got a couple new people on the server, quite a few new people actually from Planet Minecraft who are going to be recording on here, and hopefully I'll be able to distribute your channels, or their channels, to you so you can check them out, and I'm hoping they'll put up some fairly good content for you. I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording while these guys decide to spawn. I'll be right back. Okay, so quite a few of these guys... Alright. As I was saying, quite a few of these guys have spawned, and I figured out something that I wanted to talk about, which is music. Now, I know in a lot of my recent speed builds, I've been including some fairly good music, and I'm hoping you guys are enjoying the dubstep. The thing is, it's hard to find good copyright-free dubstep that I can use for my videos, and in that last hyperspeed caving, that one I still used some decent dubstep on, though I didn't really enjoy that last song. I thought that was decent, but not really what I would have chosen. I was just sort of out of music, so I chose that one. But it's hard to find good, free, Creative Commons dubstep that I can use to put behind my videos. So what I've done is I've applied for a Monster Cat license, which hopefully they still haven't gotten back to me on that, which is kind of strange. I've got quite a few subs, so I don't know why they would just completely ignore me. Plus, I'm a YouTube partner, so you'd think they would want that publicity. Even if it were a paid license, you'd think they'd want to get the label out there. But no correspondence on that, kind of strange. I was wondering if you guys would like me to play some music in the background while I'm doing sort of menial stuff like this, because I know it's not the most entertaining thing to watch. And unless my commentary is like super extra mega good, which it rarely is, then I feel like you guys would probably enjoy having some soft music in the background just to keep you a little more entertained. If I get my Monster Cat license, that would obviously be dubstep, and then you would see a banner in the lower third of the video, which would show you what song was playing, what the artist was, and where you could go ahead and get that track. I think that would be pretty sweet. But the other option is using sites like Jewelbeat or Machinima Sound, or let's see, what are the other ones? There's Incompetech, which is Kevin MacLeod's site, all royalty-free music. The thing is, it's not the greatest. It's sort of repetitive. It's just for like making beats and stuff like that. So usually when you get that Creative Commons music, it's not, I don't want to say it's not good, because it's still good music, but it's fairly repetitive because it's supposed to be used for video making. It's not really supposed to be like you're just listening to it for the sake of listening to it. That's not really what it's intended for. Alright, let's see, will that get you up to full? Oh, that's close enough. Oh, okay, I broke the anvil here. I should probably bring one back so that I don't piss people off, because I think they might come here. Only happens when I'm standing high on a mountain. He said, notice graphical glitches / flashes. I haven't seen anything like that, so I don't really know what he's seeing. Maybe Brandon's going blind. How should I respond to that? There we go. There we go. That'll make him feel good. Alright, so we got more of these guys. But I was just wondering if, like, when I'm doing menial stuff like this, if you would like to hear the music. Because I could replay some tracks that I've already done. I have quite a few royalty-free dubstep tracks in my library. The thing is, they've been used in previous speed builds. So if you guys wouldn't mind hearing some of the same stuff over again, then I could probably do it. When I'm doing stuff like this in the future, if I really don't have anything to talk about like I do now, then what I may do is go ahead and speed it up and then give you one song during the entire period. And I think that would definitely make things go faster. Another thing that I see people on the Minecraft server doing when they have menial stuff like mining is I'm trying to think of how to explain it. They basically record themselves, like Etho recently did it, where he was mining redstone, and he would record himself mining the ore vein, then he would cut out, record the next ore vein, just continue going through and doing simple stuff like that. And it amounted to a couple minutes of video, but I feel like that would take me a really long time, and because I don't do this professionally like they do, I don't have all day to sit there and record, so stuff like that is quite a bit harder. And the speed builds also definitely take a lot more time than a regular video, because obviously that last video was actually sped up 5 times. So that's well over an hour of recording just reduced to like 20 minutes for you guys to watch. So plus I also did quite a few cuts in that video while I was doing boring stuff. So I don't know, it's definitely a lot more content to record, because you have to keep your video time length up. And what I want to do is I want to have the quality be good, but I also want to do long videos. Be back on later. I'm going to go make brownies. I won't be on. I'm going to be on later. I've got to go in about 2 minutes, so this video will be cutting short soon. But like I was saying, I want to have good quality video all the way through, and I also want them to be long, so I can use that new idea where you get maybe an hour of content, and then you get 4 commercial breaks in between, which I think is probably the best way to do things as far as advertising goes. And I wanted to point out to you guys that when you use sorry, I can't talk while reading. Okay, we'll see you later then when you start uploading. Few minutes. Whenever I upload, the server goes crazy, starts lagging. Even for me, which is weird because I'm using my local IP right now. It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, I think maybe go ahead and just turn off your ad blocker. We're through elections, so you won't get election ads or campaign ads anymore or anything like that. So you can go ahead and turn your ad block off. Go ahead and view those ads, because that's how YouTubers didn't get paid. That's how YouTubers get paid. If you were not aware, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore today. But that's how we get paid. So when you view those ads all the way through, it gives us a little bit of extra money, makes our jobs easier. So, you know, it's much better than TV, because in TV, every 7 minutes, you get like 8 commercials. That's so much better. And I bet you watch TV, so if you can't sit through one ad on YouTube every 15 minutes, then you have some, I don't even know how to describe that. You have some attention span issues or irregularity issues with YouTube and TV. But just go ahead and watch those ads, because I'm lost, very lost. So I'll start speaking with an accent, which doesn't really make much sense at all. But we have our little level 37, so let's go ahead and do our shovel. I'm going to end the video here after we get this done. I'm hoping you enjoyed it, even though it probably wasn't the best episode ever. But I felt like my commentary was fairly decent. Okay, anvil didn't break. I'm just going to leave that one there, and then I'll make another one when I get home. But, yeah, I'm hoping you enjoyed that sort of strange episode where I explained a bunch of crap and talked about a bunch of other crap, which was sort of irrelevant, and then I lost my place a bunch of times, and I repeated the same stuff over and over again. And I will see you guys later. Diehl Games, signing out.